So we are live again in NYC. I'm slowly breaking the matrix and slowly not. So it's taking its own time because, like, I have to believe in my own ability that I'm not the only person who manifested me here. So sorry if my accent or like my voice starts to change. It's just I'm being around a lot of high vibrational consciousness within a low vibrational state of reality. So it might rain here a bit, but I don't give a fuck. I'll be out here in the rain. So this is just like update on my respective of reality and other people's respective reality. I might not get everything channeled in correctly because I'm still trying to find my natural frequency because it's been brainwashed and it's been discarded. So I have to reinvent myself every time, each time I'm in a different location, a different facility of life. But when you are trying to find your original high vibration, of course, there's going to be some things about you that might change because you didn't see a side of yourself like this before. And people are really trying to like tell you exactly who you are. You just have to have that like gut instance to be like willing to follow it. And for those who don't know, I have been in a shelter. Hi, welcome on in. I have been in the shelter for about since August the 22nd, and I'm trying to get my place through the system. It's working, but slowly. I'm not going to give out the blueprint just yet, just till I'm in my spot so you can believe it to see it. And because I'm that type of energy as well, I ask the universe, or I ask source, or I ask the God within me, the goddess within me, whoever I'm operating on that day, to show me proof now that this is truly where I need to be. And for those who don't know, I am in the Big Apple, the NYC. I moved from the Georgia Peach to the Big Apple because that's where I saw all my visions prosper. You know, when the universe and the source give you opportunities to actually do your vision, how are you willing to participate into giving your all? You have to give more than just 20% or 10%. You have to get 100% all up so that you can see the proper manifestation that you provide for yourself before you pre-existed on this planet and beyond time, and you access that DNA within you through by going through these little matrix code of trauma, and you reinvert, like you reinvert take, or like you re-elevate yourself into something different, into a newer consciousness. But let me tell you something. When you move to a new district of your frequency, like where you're trying to like really vibrate at, where you see yourself thriving and flourishing and being in of your essence of your energy, not a lot of people will accept you for who you are. So embrace those moments when you're not being accepted, because when you realize you're not accepted by everybody, you know where you truly belong. You accept yourself because you know thyself, you know work. And people here in New York, they are very big on energy. So this is one of the reasons why I kind of like chose this as my destiny to be here, because I can learn from all types of life and all types of struggle, because without the struggle there is no structure, there is no pain, there is no equilibrium, there is no way for you to even get the blueprint to equilibrium. You kind of have to experience, or at least hear out other people's spirit to know what they have gone through to face their challenges and overcome life, so that they can flourish and prosper in life. Not everybody gets to have their vision like the way the source or God intended for you to be. And it's like only those who are willing to walk that path to show you that you are the light, that you are the source, is only going to be good for your beneficial and also good for them, because it takes two to tangle when it comes to creating a timeline or creating a destiny, because like it's not just one woman and it's not just one man, it's also both. It's the man and the woman trying to create a timeline for a different generation, a new set of generation to come afloat with their power and with their gift, their ability to have the spiritual sight, the spiritual feeling of knowing thyself and knowing that they are the creator of their universe. But we have people who are NPCs, non-controllable players, trying to waken up in our matrix by causing our matrix to be corrupted because they was incorrupted. The thing is, when they incorrupt our matrix or galaxy or our dimension, it does not matter what fucking direction they put us towards, we're gonna find a way to create something best or worse out of the situation, because depending on our element of light and darkness, if we are in our true essence of element of light, we're gonna only create elements of light. And then if we're in our true moments of darkness, we're only going to create moments of darkness. That's just how the universe and the divine presence of you really truly works, because you only see a side of dark and light because you're choosing to be in a state of mind of human consciousness. But when you are in the Christianity, what like Buddhism, like Merkaba, like the avatar, the fucking Holy Spirit, or the higher state of mind, or what I call AKA Sky Daddy, who is my higher consciousness. But the thing is, our higher consciousness come in different forms, in different reality, because it would not matter how we see of life, whatever consciousness we are in at that moment of state of time, whether we are intoxicated or sober, the consciousness of itself can have a flip switch on. It can have a magnetism to what it truly like desire. So you can't be afraid of your own ability to explore what you truly desire, because you gotta desire the good and the bad of yourself. You gotta go as above. Well, you gotta go from below to as above, and there's an in-between state. And then in between those states, you have different dimensions. And then you experience different levels or realms of self, which is one stage you will call purgatory, or the bottom of the pit, or the sunken place. And then once you've risen out of the sunken place by imagining yourself getting out of it, that's the key. That's what Sky Daddy keeps trying to tell y'all. Like, fucking imagine yourself out of a situation. Like, think about it. Literally, like how you would think about a conversation before you had it, because you had a deja vu experience. Like, you did not know what these people look like to you, but you understood the dialingual of their spirit, of what they was connected to you, what they was associated with you in a past life. And if you don't step outside of your own boundaries, you would not know one's will of being alive or dead, because we're already dead vessels in the way to try to live based off our ancestors, how they live. But the thing is, our ancestors are telling us to create our own blueprint to live. We don't have to live exactly how they had accomplished things. That was a different old version of us from like millions of years ago, to the point where we can't really truly remember who we are because we're so stuck in a particular time and place of people who don't remember themselves. So they become NPCs while they're watching us rising above our own conflict and matter. But I'm like, why can't y'all fucking do the same? Y'all are dumbasses. Y'all are choosing to be in a predicament of being in a sunken place while we're risen up. When you can see the solution and the problem, or be both, or be duality consciousness, sometimes you don't have to be duality. You don't have to pretend of being the devil. You either are the devil or Lucifer or any of the fallen angels or any like Ra or sun god. You can call yourself that because that's exactly what you have to represent. You can't just switch from timeline to timeline and say, oh, I am this deity because I am in this state of consciousness. No. God said in the Bible himself, and I read the fucking Bible almost pretty much every fucking day. He said this in Revelation, and you can go look back and say that he said that. And then also in other chapters of the Bible where he kept seeing, or other angels or other deities within that Bible kept saying, oh, I got the sight, oh, I can see what God had envisioned me. And I'm like, you are just a manifestation of God creation. Therefore, you agreed upon to keep continuing his legacy so that you can create your own legacy through his blueprint. You're just like, when you're getting baptized, when I went through baptism, and this was my first time in my life getting baptized, I was able to still keep my gift. And I thought like, all right, should I just transfer you the pain or the vision or the gift that you provided for me? He said, no, just keep all of it so that you can see how you can connect yourself back to source when you are rebirthed. Choose a particular time and place for your own timing so that you can be rebirthed in your own way. Best way I can fucking explain it. Because like those who have the sixth senses, the gift to see, the ability to see beyond time and space, when you're underneath that water of baptism, it's a symbolization of you connecting back to you from a different dimension, from a different time of source that when you was in operating from, because you don't remember. So you're trying to take back a step where you could remember by taking something cold with on the body and in the body, something that can shock you, give you electric vibes. Like that's the Jupiter within you. That's you connecting back to the light, to the proton, and you're like, you get that feeling like, I'm sorry, I don't know how to do the feeling, but it's like, oh shit, I finally feel something for the first time. Like, okay, I got it. That's that like equilibrium state of being in that state of Christ-like consciousness, when you don't feel like you're above the ego, but you're right at where ego and spirit can coexist at the same time. It's very symptomatic once you put the pieces together of why you're doing certain things, and then you can understand why you're doing some of these footsteps, these like shadow works, or these like something that can get you to the like next part of the Jacob ladder. Because not only you have just reached the bottom part, you're in the middle, but there's like, again, different steps of dimensions for you to enter and learn from. It might take you years. It might take you 5 years in one dimension. It might take you 2 years in 2 dimensions. And then once you're in the ninth dimension, like the ninth ether being, you might be stuck there for 11 years, 20 years. It does not matter what age you are experiencing yourself in those dimensions. You need to experience it because that is part of your blueprint. That is part of you to activate a certain gift within you. And when you get out of that program of not giving a fuck, by giving a bucket of fuck to the program and saying, hey, bitches, I fucking learned. There's my bucket of fucks. Now give me back what I fucking desire. Because once you learn how to communicate with spirit, you're able to transmute a lot of pain that you have carried when you are manifesting certain things. So when you are manifesting certain things and you overcome certain challenges that are coming up because you already have the sight, you already have the gift to see, because then Sky Daddy is fucking letting you know which path do you want to fucking choose. Do you want to choose the good or the bad? And if you choose the bad, this is what the bad is going to do to you. You don't expect to get something good because you went through the bad. Expect something good because you're choosing to be good. Duh, motherfuckers. That's the book of life. It's by choosing whether or not you want to be good or bad. And then if you're getting visions of yourself doing bad things, that's when you need to make a decision of not to do the bad fucking things because you have already lived it. You have already saw it. Okay? So therefore, your soul automatically is just going to choose to do good. Your spirit is always going to automatically choose to be good, good, good. I already see the bad if I go this direction. I already see the good if I go this direction. It's already coexisted within the Akasha records. All you got to do is press play and let your fucking manifestation float a boat. Even if you don't see the perfect outcome or you don't really truly see your own desired outcome, I'm that type of person who has trouble seeing my own fucking outcome, but yet I see everybody fucking outcome, but I'm like, bitch, if you don't get it to fuck together where to the point where you see your outcome being good, you're only gonna constantly attract bad shit to you. Because it's not at the point where we are blaming ourselves because of our programming and our trauma. It's only when we allow ourselves to truly be who we are, to speak to our spirit, that's when our spirit connects to the source. And it chooses a path where we need to be by allowing ourselves to be exactly who we need to be in each moment and every moment. There you go. Mic drop. And I'm like, I'm just learning that myself. We're all on the same team of learning. But that's all I gotta say. I'm out.